biggest thing I see killing young players' motivation is a lack of context. And a lack of context in two specific areas. One is the situational context in which the skills they're working on are actually going to be applied in the game. Sometimes coaches go down the rabbit hole of teaching a lot of skills, the fundamentals, the ABCs of basketball, so to speak, without ever connecting in the player's mind with what the skill is going to do for them in a game and why it's important and what situation it's actually going to be useful in. The second area of context is the bigger picture of where the player is compared to their aspirations for where they want to be. So if they have a dream of playing in college in basketball, then anything a coach can do to tie what they're working on the court to what they're going to need as a skill in college is going to be hugely motivating for them to work on. And from what I see most of the time, most teams, most coaches don't tie either of those areas of context together in the player's mind with what they're trying to practice. And so players end up really lackadaisical, lacking motivation. Like they'd rather do anything else than go dribble stationarily in their driveway or shoot hoops in their driveway without that context to really understand what they're working on and what they're working toward and why it's important and where they're going to apply in a game. There's really no reason for anybody to be putting a lot of effort into that practice. So I consider the lack of those two areas to be motivation killers, and anything we can do to connect the dots in the player's mind with those key factors of situational context and then connecting to their aspirational context can really drive motivation and really increase a lot of effort in a lot of areas in how players are working on the court and working on their own.